As the world focuses intently on the unfolding conflicts in the Middle East, many are overlooking the escalating tensions between Russia and Ukraine, which have recently intensified. The primary reason for the increasing heat in this Eastern European conflict is believed to be Ukraine's continued reception of direct support and assistance from several NATO member countries. NATO has historically supported Ukraine, but the recent direct involvement from the Western military alliance has particularly incensed Russia.
The flight plans, and they're not communicating with civilian air traffic control.
Upon further investigation, it appears that Russia has identified a significant threat to its sovereignty and national defense stemming from NATO's direct support to Ukraine. Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu has reported finding approximately 33,000 NATO troops amassing near the Russian border. This buildup is not just about troop numbers. NATO is also said to have deployed 300 battle tanks and 800 armored fighting vehicles. Such substantial military support from NATO makes Russia perceive these actions as direct Western interference in the conflict in Eastern Europe. Moreover, NATO's increasingly aggressive stance is also reflected in their military exercises in the Arctic, involving up to 90,000 soldiers. This large-scale operation leads Minister Shoigu to suspect that NATO is looking to enhance its activities in the Arctic region. Furthermore, Sweden's decision to join NATO has escalated military and political tensions in the western and northwestern regions of Russia, adding another layer of complexity to the already strained relations between Russia and the NATO alliance. Some analysts believe that Russia is more than prepared should Ukraine and its NATO allies attempt an incursion into its territory. Russia has been steadily increasing its military arsenal and expanding military districts across various regions, actions that undoubtedly bolster its territorial defenses against any potential strategies by Ukraine or NATO to encircle Russia. Moreover, Russia possesses a potent deterrent that can be deployed at any time and any place. RS-24 Yars. One of Russia's trump cards in deterring Ukraine and its allies is the RS-24 Yars missile. Known also as Topol-MR, the RS-24 Yars is a Russian intercontinental ballistic missile equipped with a thermonuclear warhead and features multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, MIRV. With this missile, Russia has the capability to strike various NATO member countries, including Ukraine, from a considerable distance. The RS-24 Yars is thought to be similar to Russia's earlier Topol-M missile, but with modifications that include a larger payload. Reports suggest that the Yars missile can carry up to 4 warheads, although the maximum capacity is not definitively confirmed. Some experts claim that the Topol-MR can carry up to 10 independently targetable warheads. Deploying such a missile would allow Russia to conduct strikes against multiple countries in a single launch. Theoretically, if one warhead were allocated per NATO country, a single launch of the Topol-MR could potentially devastate up to 10 NATO countries. This capability poses a significant threat to the security and safety of the NATO alliance's territories, underscoring the high stakes involved in the regional tensions surrounding Russia. The RS-24 Yars ballistic missile, specifically measuring 22.5 meters in length and 2 meters in diameter, weighs 49,600 kilograms. Despite its hefty weight, the Topol-MR is capable of carrying between 6 to 10 warheads, each with an explosive yield ranging from 300 to 500 kilotons. This capability has led several NATO countries to denounce Russia for including such a formidable weapon in its arsenal. The missile's use of solid fuel provides significant advantages in terms of flight capabilities. The Russian-made ballistic missile can achieve a maximum speed of Mach 25, equivalent to approximately 30,600 kilometers per hour. This hypersonic speed is crucial for the operational deployment of the Topol-MR, particularly when it needs to evade enemy air defense systems. The reason for designing the missile to reach such extraordinary speeds is to ensure it can bypass and survive interceptions by advanced defense systems. This makes the Topol-MR nearly immune to disruption or interception by enemy forces, including those protected by systems such as the MIM-104 Patriot. Consequently, if Russia were to launch an attack on the United States or Ukraine, these nations would struggle to counteract effectively due to the missile's high speed and evasive capabilities. Moreover, the Topol-MR's range, which extends from 2,000 to 12,000 kilometers, enables it to pose a severe threat even from great distances. For instance, it could potentially devastate Washington, D.C. in a very short time if deployed. A single launch could incapacitate the city, demonstrating the destructive potential of the missile's 10 warheads, each capable of delivering substantial explosive power to its targets. This level of threat underscores the strategic significance of the Topol-MR in Russia's military doctrine, serving as a critical deterrent and offensive asset in global geopolitical dynamics. After such a catastrophic event, the entire city of Washington, D.C., which is the capital of the United States, would indeed be completely paralyzed. The sudden chaos and the panic among civilians, potentially leading to riots in a desperate bid to save lives, would indeed be a nightmare scenario for the United States, something unimaginable in its history. It must be acknowledged that the capabilities of intercontinental ballistic missiles like the RS-24 Yars can pose a significant threat to Western countries, including NATO members. Experts have pointed out the high accuracy of the Topol-MR, with a precision of about 100 meters, making it exceptionally lethal and capable of hitting strategic targets such as Washington, D.C. with devastating precision. Additionally, the missile is believed to be equipped with an advanced re-entry vehicle, RV design. This modern RV design enables it to maneuver effectively in space and upon re-entering the Earth's atmosphere, which simplifies its operation, especially by specialized Russian military units. The development of this formidable weapon began in earnest in 2007, with its first successful launch test demonstrating its precision by hitting a designated target perfectly at a range of about 5,750 kilometers. This initial success highlighted the missile's potential effectiveness and reliability, underscoring its role as a strategic deterrent and a pivotal element of Russia's military capabilities in its interactions with global powers. Indeed, many analysts believe that Russia's ambition in developing intercontinental ballistic missiles like the RS-24 Yars is primarily to safeguard its territory from perceived American threats. Each time the United States develops a new weapon, Russia views it as a potential threat, prompting them to develop something superior in response. The inception of the RS-24 Yars missile is often seen as a direct response to American plans to deploy missile defense systems in Europe. This dynamic suggests that the development of such deadly weapons by Russia is largely a defensive strategy against Western, particularly American dominance. Thus, whenever the US introduces advanced weaponry, Russia feels compelled to surpass it, even if the US does not intend to pose a direct threat to Russia. This ongoing arms race pushes the boundaries of weaponry capabilities, making them increasingly lethal and potentially leading to the creation of weapons capable of mass destruction if deployed against a capital city or major population centers. However, it is important to note that, to date, Russia has not deployed the RS-24 Yars missile in conflict, including in Ukraine. This might suggest that Russia does not intend to use such ballistic missiles to destroy a country outright, but rather as a strategic deterrent, to caution Western nations against taking aggressive actions towards Russia. The presence of such powerful missiles serves as a significant element of strategic balance, ensuring that potential adversaries think twice before escalating military tensions.